Hey there. Welcome back to Life Hacks After 50. Simple daily habits can make a huge difference in how we look and feel. That's what this channel is all about. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Like, follow, and share this video. It helps the channel grow. Also, quick shout out to my ebook, Life by Noon, 5 Steps to Noon Transformation. It's my go-to morning routine for boosting health, energy, and vitality, all before noon. I'm 60 and going strong, and you can too. Grab your copy through the link in the description. If you're enjoying this podcast, consider supporting us with a small donation. It really helps us keep going. See the link in the description or bio. Now, let's get started.
Welcome to your personalized deep dive. You shared that article on superfoods for optimal health after 50, and honestly, I'm pretty intrigued. It seems like you're really looking for some practical ways to, boost your well-being as you get older. And this article claims that certain foods can actually help us age gracefully. I don't know about you, but I'm all for feeling my best, especially as I get older.
Absolutely.
So the article is called 3 Superfoods You Need After 50 for Optimal Health. And it really jumps right into these, so-called superfoods.
Yeah.
But before we get into the specifics, I'm kind of curious, what exactly makes a food a superfood? I mean, is it just a marketing buzzword, or is there like real science behind it?
That's a good question. Superfood itself isn't like a scientific term.
Right.
But it's generally used to describe foods that are, especially nutrient rich, and they offer like multiple health benefits.
Okay.
So think of them as like power-packed additions to your diet,
Sure.
And as we age, our bodies change and our nutritional needs evolve too. So these superfoods become even more important for, supporting overall health and well-being.
Got it. So it's not just about living longer, it's about like living better as we age.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this article highlights 3 specific superfoods to focus on after 50. The first one is blueberries. Tiny but mighty, right?
Yes.
I mean, I love blueberries, but I had no idea they were considered a superfood.
They really are. They're packed with antioxidants, particularly a type called anthocyanins.
Okay.
And these compounds give blueberries their beautiful color.
Yeah.
But they also help protect our cells from damage.
Damage from what exactly? The article mentioned something about oxidative stress, but honestly, that went a little over my head.
Yeah. No, it's actually a pretty simple concept. Imagine like metal rusting. That's oxidation.
Okay.
A similar process happens in our bodies over time. It's called oxidative stress, and it's like wear and tear on our cells, basically. This damage contributes to aging and can even increase the risk of various diseases. And antioxidants, like those found in blueberries, can help neutralize those damaging compounds. They protect our cells and kind of slow down that rusting process.
Oh, that's a great analogy. So it's like blueberries are these little warriors fighting off cellular damage.
Exactly. Yeah, and beyond that, research from Harvard University found that older adults who ate blueberries regularly, they actually performed better on memory tests.
Wow.
So suggesting that blueberries might even play a role in keeping our minds sharp as we age.
That's fascinating. I'm already sold on blueberries, but tell me more about these like potential memory benefits. Could blueberries actually help ward off, cognitive decline?
Well, while more research is definitely needed, some studies do suggest that the anthocyanins in blueberries may support neural connections in the brain.
Okay.
Which could explain that cognitive boost. Think of it as like giving your brain a little extra support.
Okay, well, I'm definitely adding more blueberries to my shopping list. So what's the best way to eat them? Is it better to eat them fresh, frozen, or does it even matter?
Fortunately, blueberries are incredibly versatile.
Okay.
And delicious in pretty much any form. You can have them fresh, frozen, in smoothies, on yogurt, even baked into muffins. They're all great options.
Perfect. I'm feeling inspired to get creative with my blueberry intake. Okay, what's the next superfood on the list?
Let's move on to quinoa,
Okay.
which the article calls a complete protein powerhouse. You might be wondering, like, what makes it so special?
I am, actually. I've heard of quinoa, but to be honest, I'm not quite sure what makes it stand out from, other grains.
Well, unlike most plant-based protein sources, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids.
Okay.
Our bodies need but can't produce on their own. This is especially important after 50 because it can help us maintain muscle mass and strength, which naturally decline with age.
Ah, that makes sense. So it's like a one-stop shop for protein.
You could say that. And beyond its protein content, quinoa is also a good source of fiber,
Okay.
which is crucial for healthy digestion, and it can even help with weight management.
Oh, okay.
It also contains various vitamins and minerals, including um, magnesium, iron, and manganese.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm already starting to see why this article chose quinoa as one of its top 3.
It's a great choice for overall health and well-being, especially as we age.
Yeah.
It provides sustained energy, supports healthy digestion, and can even contribute to bone health thanks to its manganese content.
So how do you typically eat quinoa? Is it like rice? Can you use it in a variety of dishes?
Absolutely. It's incredibly versatile.
Okay.
You can use it as a base for salads, add it to soups. You can even make a breakfast porridge or use it in veggie burgers. It has a slightly nutty flavor and a fluffy texture when cooked.
Okay, you've convinced me. I need to start experimenting with quinoa. Now, I'm really intrigued by the last superfood on the list. Fatty fish.
Yes.
I love a good salmon fillet, but what makes fatty fish so super?
It's all about the omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are abundant in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines.
Okay.
These are essential fats that our bodies need but can't produce themselves, so we have to get them from our diet.
Right.
And the research on their benefits is really compelling, especially for heart health and brain function.
That's interesting. I know omega-3s are good for us, but I'm curious to learn more about, like, why they're so important for our hearts and brains,
Yeah,
especially as we get older.
Well, studies have shown that omega-3s can help lower blood pressure and reduce triglyceride levels,
Okay.
both of which are risk factors for heart disease. They've also been linked to improved mood and cognitive function, and some research even suggests they might play a role in reducing the risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So it sounds like fatty fish could be a key player in maintaining both physical and mental well-being as we age.
Exactly. It's a powerful combination of benefits that can help us feel our best from the inside out.
So what are your favorite ways to eat fatty fish? I usually stick to grilled salmon, but I'm always open to new ideas.
Grilling is a great option, but you can also bake, roast, or even pan-fry fatty fish.
Oh, okay.
You can get creative with like marinades and spices to add flavor, or keep it simple with just a squeeze of lemon and some fresh herbs. The key is to cook it to the right temperature so it's flaky and moist.
This all sounds delicious. You know, I have to admit, before we started this deep dive, I was a little skeptical of the whole superfood thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually seeing how these foods can be powerful allies in supporting our health and well-being, especially after 50.
It's not about magic bullets, but rather about making informed choices that nourish our bodies and minds.
Sure.
And that these 3 superfoods, blueberries, quinoa, and fatty fish, are great places to start.
Absolutely. I'm feeling inspired to revamp my diet and embrace these nutritional powerhouses. So what's next on our agenda for this deep dive?
We've covered the basics of these 3 superfoods, but there's still so much to explore. Let's dive deeper into the specific benefits of each one, and we can even discuss, some interesting research findings and practical tips for incorporating them into your daily life.
Sounds good to me. Let's keep this deep dive going.
Great.
All right, so we've established that blueberries, quinoa, and fatty fish are, worthy of the superfood title.
Right.
But I'm ready to go, like, beyond the basics.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about, the potential benefits, especially for those of us over 50?
Well, let's start with blueberries again.
Okay.
We talked about their antioxidant power and potential memory benefits.
Yeah.
But did you know that blueberries are also linked to a reduced risk of heart disease?
Really?
Yeah.
I knew they were healthy, but I didn't realize they could have, like, such a direct impact on heart health.
Yeah, there's a growing body of research that suggests blueberries can help lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and even reduce inflammation in the arteries.
Okay.
And since heart disease is a leading cause of death, especially as we age, incorporating blueberries into our diet can be a delicious way to, support cardiovascular health.
That's amazing. I'm all for delicious preventative measures.
Exactly.
So beyond just popping, like, a handful of blueberries as a snack,
Right.
are there any, like, specific ways to prepare them that might enhance their benefits?
Interestingly, some studies suggest that cooking blueberries, especially baking them into muffins or pies, might actually increase their antioxidant activity. Of course, you want to be mindful of added sugar,
Right.
but enjoying a blueberry muffin every now and then could actually be a heart-healthy treat.
That's good to know. I definitely won't feel guilty about that blueberry muffin now.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to quinoa.
Yes.
We touched on its protein power, but what else makes it like a standout superfood for those over 50?
One aspect that often gets overlooked is its fiber content.
Okay.
Quinoa is packed with both soluble and insoluble fiber,
Hmm.
which can be incredibly beneficial for digestive health. As we age, our digestive systems tend to slow down, and many people experience issues like constipation.
Oh, tell me about it. I swear my metabolism has taken a nosedive since I hit 50.
Yeah, well, the fiber in quinoa can help regulate bowel movements and promote a healthy gut microbiome,
Okay.
which is essential for overall well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the fiber helps you feel full and satisfied, which can be beneficial for managing weight,
Right.
especially if we're less active than we used to be.
Okay, so quinoa is a winner for both, muscle maintenance and digestive health.
Yes,
Two very important things as we get older.
absolutely.
Now, I have to admit, I'm a bit intimidated by quinoa.
Yeah,
It seems a little fancy to cook.
right.
Any tips for someone who's like new to this superfood?
It's much simpler than you might think.
Okay.
Just rinse it well before cooking to remove any bitterness.
Okay.
Then combine it with water or broth and simmer for about 15-20 minutes until it's fluffy and the liquid is absorbed.
Okay.
You can even cook a big batch ahead of time and store it in the fridge for easy meal prep.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm going to give it a try.
Right.
Now let's talk about fatty fish.
Yes.
I know we covered the omega-3 benefits, but what about the different types of fatty fish? Are some better than others?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
While all fatty fish are good sources of omega-3s,
Right?
some varieties are considered even more super due to their additional nutritional profiles.
Okay.
For example, wild-caught salmon is not only packed with omega-3s, but it's also a great source of vitamin D,
Oh,
which is crucial for bone health and immune function.
interesting. I've always heard that wild-caught salmon is better, but I wasn't sure why.
Yeah.
So what about other types of fish, like tuna or mackerel?
Tuna, especially albacore tuna, is another good source of omega-3s.
Okay.
But it's important to be mindful of mercury content, especially for older adults and pregnant women.
Okay.
Smaller fish like sardines, herring, and anchovies tend to be lower in mercury and are packed with other nutrients like calcium and selenium.
That's good to know. So variety is key when it comes to choosing fatty fish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the importance of sustainability.
Right.
Look for fish that are sustainably sourced to protect our oceans for future generations.
That's an excellent point. We want to make sure we're making choices that are good for both, our bodies and the planet.
Right.
Now, we've been talking a lot about the physical benefits of these superfoods,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also curious about their potential impact on, mental and emotional well-being,
Okay.
especially as we age.
That's a fascinating area of research.
Yeah.
There's growing evidence to suggest that what we eat can significantly impact our mood, our cognitive function, and even our risk of developing mental health conditions like depression and anxiety.
Wow.
And these three superfoods have some, compelling connections to mental well-being.
Okay, I'm all ears. This is a topic I'm really interested in.
Well, let's start with blueberries again.
Okay.
Remember those anthocyanins we talked about?
Yeah.
They're not just antioxidants, they're also powerful anti-inflammatory agents.
No.
And chronic inflammation has been linked to, various mental health disorders.
So by reducing inflammation, blueberries could potentially contribute to a more balanced mood.
Exactly. And beyond that, some studies suggest that blueberries can enhance communication between brain cells,
Wow.
which could improve cognitive function and potentially even protect against age-related cognitive decline.
That's incredible. It seems like those little blue gems are a real powerhouse for both physical and mental health.
Yeah, they really are.
What about quinoa? Any mental health benefits there?
Quinoa is a good source of magnesium,
Okay.
a mineral that plays a crucial role in regulating mood and stress levels.
Okay.
Low magnesium levels have been linked to anxiety and depression.
Hmm.
So ensuring adequate intake through foods like quinoa could be beneficial for, supporting emotional well-being.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've heard of magnesium supplements for stress, but I'd much rather get it from, a delicious food source.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what about fatty fish? How do those omega-3s impact our mental state?
Well, EPA and DHA are essential components of brain cell membranes,
Okay.
and they play a vital role in communication between neurons.
Mm-hmm.
Studies have shown that omega-3 supplementation can improve mood and reduce symptoms of depression in some individuals.
Wow.
And there's even some promising research suggesting that omega-3s might play a role in reducing the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, wow. Wow, this is fascinating stuff. It seems like these superfoods really do offer like a holistic approach to well-being,
Yeah,
impacting both our physical and mental health.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about nourishing our bodies and minds with the nutrients they need to thrive.
Right.
And these three superfoods are excellent examples of, how powerful food can be.
Absolutely. I'm feeling so inspired to make these superfoods like a regular part of my life.
Right.
But I have to admit, I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
I tend to get like stuck in my routines when it comes to cooking.
Right.
Do you have any like creative suggestions for incorporating blueberries, quinoa, and fatty fish into my meals without getting bored?
I'm happy to share some ideas.
Yeah.
Let's start with blueberries.
Okay.
Beyond the obvious snacks and smoothies, you can add them to salads, oatmeal, yogurt parfait,
Mm-hmm.
or even savory dishes like chicken salad or salsa.
Oh,
Get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations.
okay. Those are some great ideas. I've never thought of adding blueberries to salsa before, but I'm definitely intrigued.
Yeah, it's delicious.
What about quinoa? Any suggestions beyond like the basic side dish?
Quinoa is incredibly versatile.
Okay.
You can use it in breakfast bowls, salads, soups, or even as a substitute for rice and stir fries.
Okay.
You can even get creative and try quinoa stuffed peppers or zucchini boats. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
I'm loving these suggestions. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about fatty fish.
Yes.
I'm a salmon fan, but I'm open to, branching out.
Yeah.
What are some like delicious and easy ways to enjoy a variety of fatty fish?
Experiment with different cooking methods,
Okay.
like baking, grilling, roasting, or pan frying. Try adding flavor with marinades, spices, or herbs.
Okay.
You can even try canned salmon or sardines for a quick and easy snack or lunch.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to get creative with salads, tacos, or even pasta dishes.
These are all fantastic ideas. I'm already feeling like less intimidated and more inspired to get cooking.
Good.
Before we started this deep dive, I thought superfoods were all about, exotic berries and expensive supplements.
Right.
But now I see that they're really just about making like simple, delicious choices that nourish our bodies and minds.
Exactly. It's not about overhauling your entire diet,
Right.
but rather about incorporating nutrient-rich foods that make you feel good.
Yeah.
And these three superfoods are perfect examples of how, accessible and enjoyable healthy eating can be.
Well, I have to say this deep dive has been incredibly enlightening.
Yeah.
I'm feeling much more knowledgeable about superfoods and how they can support my health as I age.
I'm glad to hear that. It's always exciting to explore these topics and share the latest research with our listeners.
Absolutely. Is there anything else we should cover before we, wrap up this deep dive?
We've been focusing on the individual benefits of blueberries, quinoa, and fatty fish.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important to note that these superfoods can actually work together synergistically to create an even more powerful impact on our overall health.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more about that.
Okay.
How do they like complement each other?
Well, for example, imagine combining blueberries with quinoa in a breakfast bowl.
Okay.
You'd be getting a powerhouse of antioxidants from the blueberries, along with complete protein and fiber from the quinoa.
Right?
This combination could support healthy blood sugar levels,
Okay.
provide sustained energy throughout the morning, and even contribute to a feeling of fullness and satisfaction.
That's a fantastic example. So it's not just about eating these superfoods in isolation,
Right?
but about creating meals and snacks that like combine their benefits for like a synergistic effect.
Exactly. Think about adding salmon to a quinoa salad with a sprinkle of blueberry. You'd be getting a boost of omega-3 fatty acids, protein, fiber, antioxidants, and a wide range of vitamins and minerals.
Oh.
It's a nutrient-packed meal that can support your heart, brain, muscles, and digestive system all at once.
I'm loving this concept. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So the key is to think about how these superfoods can work together.
Right.
To create like delicious and nourishing meals that support our overall health.
We got it. It's about creating a symphony of flavors and nutrients that work in harmony to make you feel your best.
This has been an incredible deep dive. I'm feeling so much more informed and empowered to make healthy choices.
Great.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious to know, are there any other superfoods out there that you think are worth exploring?
Absolutely. The world of superfoods is vast and exciting.
Ah,
We've only scratched the surface today.
right.
There are so many other nutrient-rich foods out there that can support your health and well-being.
Mm-hmm.
We could spend hours talking about them.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to do another deep dive sometime to explore some of those other superfoods.
Bye.
But for now, I think we've given our listener a great starting point.
Yeah.
What final thoughts or words of encouragement do you have for them as they embark on their superfood journey?
My advice would be to approach it with a sense of curiosity and fun.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to experiment with different flavors and recipes.
Right.
Find what you enjoy and what works for your lifestyle.
Mm.
And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress.
Mm-hmm.
Every step you take towards a healthier diet is a step in the right direction.
That's wonderful advice. I couldn't agree more. So, dear listener, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of superfoods.
Yes.
We've given you some valuable information and practical tips to get you started.
Right.
Now it's up to you to take that knowledge and create a diet that makes you feel vibrant and energized. As we've been talking about all these superfoods and their incredible benefits, it's made me realize that healthy aging is about so much more than just the foods we eat.
Absolutely. It's
Yep.
about, cultivating a holistic lifestyle that really nourishes our bodies and minds.
I love that word, holistic.
Yeah.
It really captures the essence of what we've been discussing.
Yeah.
It's not just about adding years to our lives.
Yep.
It's about adding life to our years.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about embracing aging as a natural part of life and focusing on living each day to the fullest.
And I think these superfoods can play a key role in that journey. They're not just about preventing disease or slowing down the aging process.
Right.
They're about feeling vibrant and energized so we can enjoy all that life has to offer.
Think of them as, tools that can help us maintain our vitality and independence as we age.
Mm-hmm.
They can support our physical health, boost our cognitive function, and even contribute to a more positive mood.
It's amazing how much power these simple foods can have. But it's not just about, adding blueberries and quinoa to every meal, right?
Right.
It's about making those choices part of a larger lifestyle shift.
You're absolutely right. It's about creating a sustainable approach to healthy aging
Yeah.
that includes, regular exercise, stress management, and meaningful social connections.
It's about creating a life that feels good from the inside out.
Exactly. And these superfoods can be a delicious and enjoyable part of that equation.
So as we, kind of wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what final thoughts or takeaways do you want to leave our listener with?
Well, I think the most important message is that it's never too late to start making positive changes.
Hmm?
No matter what your age or health status, you have the power to take control of your well-being.
I love that message. It's so empowering and inspiring.
And remember, healthy aging isn't about, striving for perfection.
Right.
It's about making small, sustainable changes that you can stick with over time.
So start by incorporating one or two of these superfoods into your diet this week. Yeah.
Experiment with new recipes. Find what you enjoy.
Exactly. And don't forget to celebrate your progress, right? Every step you take towards a healthier lifestyle is a victory.
This has been such an insightful conversation.
Yeah, it has.
I feel like I've learned so much, and I'm excited to put these tips into action.
Me too. It's always a pleasure to explore these topics and share the latest research with our listeners.
Well, dear listener, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of superfoods for optimal health after 50.
Yes, thanks for listening.
We hope you've gained some, valuable insights and inspiration.
And remember, you have the power to create a life that is full of vitality and joy. Embrace the journey, nourish your body and mind, and never stop exploring.
Until next time, stay curious and keep those superfoods coming.
Bye!